Just got home. It's raining. I decided to go to the bank. I was hacked. Wanna know what is the history behind and the things that I need to do? You gotta take a look at this video. It's really serious, and I hope you guys don't have to go through what I am going through right now. I'm gonna go inside. It's a Saturday, almost the end of July. Christian is out. She doesn't know yet, but she gotta know. Okay, she doesn't know yet. She just called me a few minutes ago and she finished her massage. It's raining outside and I am gonna pause this video until she comes back, and you guys are gonna see the reaction of somebody who doesn't know what happened, but that's the reality that we need to face. So enough, I'm glad that it happened while we were still here in Canada, because if not, I'm still at. I would have to come to a branch and figure it out what's going on, which is what I did this morning. So I'm gonna pause this video and wait until she comes back, and I will tell her the news and the things that I need to do, and some of the things that you can do as well to avoid going through what I have been going through, and the things that I have not even finished yet. But it is time to make another pot of coffee. I love coffee in the morning. I love coffee in the morning. So as it is cold outside and rainy, that's what we will need to do. Okay. Funny thing, this is when I went to Abu Dhabi and there was a Tim Hortons there, and I decided to kind of bring this. I really like this color. I like red, if you don't know, and I brought Tim's home. So everywhere I go, I will have it with me. But I don't know what is gonna happen when we start traveling. I'm not gonna bring a mug with me. I should take a few pictures and then. Alright, I just noticed that she's coming home again. So what is gonna be her first reaction when I tell her what's going on?
What are you doing here?
I'm here. Come.
Are you making a video or something?
Yes, I am.
Oh, my feet are wet.
Oh,
It's
I'm sorry.
a little rainy.
Say hi.
It's so pouring rain out
I
there.
know. I know.
Yeah.
How was it? How do you feel?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
And Dr. Emma's orders, you
Okay.
need to massage my feet.
I will. I will.
Oh, did you make more coffee?
She is our RMT.
Oh.
Yeah. She forgot that we're still recording, but Emma, we love you. I just made a new pot. Come and sit. I have to talk to you about what's going on.
Oh, what's
No, but bring the coffee.
Okay.
This one.
I look like a
That's okay. You don't look like a man.
I
It's
do.
beautiful.
I've got massage face.
No. Okay. Oh, I need my hand. Sorry. Thank you.
What's happening?
Oh.
Oh, did I spill it? Probably.
Yeah, you did. That's okay.
Not new.
No, it's not new. So, thank you.
What are we doing here?
I know. Tell people. I'm gonna record. I'm not gonna cut any of this stuff. Tell people what happened when I went to the bank today. What was the reason that I went to the bank?
Oh, you couldn't access your accounts.
Yeah. Do you know what happened?
No.
I got hacked. Yep.
Did they take your money? Because there was money in there.
They did not take my money, but they are not allowing me to access my account. So every single transaction that I have to do, I'll need to go to a branch and I need to bring 2 pieces of ID. I only had my driver's license with me, and they said no. But they said that somebody tried to access my account and as a result, they were trying to make a few transactions within my account, and they noticed, oh, it's gonna be a fraud. And
So do we have to go back to the bank right now?
not right now because I have work to do. So I don't know if you guys have gone through this, but basically that's what happened. The fact that I got hacked now and we are still in Canada, they said that the only way that I'm able to access my account again is doing like a factory reset on my phones.
Okay.
You know, when you wipe out all the data that you have on your phone and you have to restart it fresh. So I have to do this, and after doing that, I'll have to kind of basically update my passwords, and I will be able to have my access again. So
my
it
God.
is quite weird. I don't know if you guys have experienced that before, but I don't know how many times. I kept telling Christine, you know, we have to go and update our passwords. We have to go and drink coffee.
I
And do
wasn't the one that
something.
got hacked, though.
I know. Funny.
Just kidding.
She was not the one who got hacked. But if you have not experienced that before, it might happen to you.
It's not a good feeling.
It's not a good feeling. I just went online to my account and I have around 285 different passwords. Don't ask me why. You know, sometimes you go and you create an account and you forget about this account and you have to go, oh, it's nice, people see you, just throw things away. What is normal? It's life as is, right? And that's, if you know, I'm from Brazil, that's my cachaça up there.
The green box.
Thank you. But some of the things that I wanted to share with you that it might help you as well. The first one is when people say, oh, I'm not gonna do this, and I work with IT and I know how those things work, and I have the two-factor authentication, which is usually when you enter your password and somebody wants to access your account, you have to enter like the PIN number, which is usually an SMS that comes to your phone. I've had that, and even with the two-factor authentication, it didn't work. The person was saying, oh, but it's an Apple. And I said, I don't have an Apple. You know, I don't have any Apple devices or anything. And she says, no, it's not a problem. So I will have to go through this again, which is I have two phones. I have to wipe the data out of this phone. I just repeat this, of course, with this new one that we are recording the video now. And I have to go through and do the same work with this new phone. Without that, they won't be able to let me access my account. At the beginning, I was quite a little bit upset with the situation because, and I say, well, but
It's my money.
it's my money. I wanna try. It's not that they would not let me access. I'll have to bring another piece of ID. At the end of the day, it's the fraud department, and they say we are doing this on your
for
behalf,
security.
so it's for security reasons. So that's why.
That's going to be a problem, though. Like, what if this happens when we're in the middle of Thailand?
I know. And I told her, well, you have to call your branch. Well, I have to call my branch, but I'm not there, right? So what I think that we have done it right somehow is we have accounts in two different banks, and we have accounts in three different countries. I have an account in Brazil. I have an account.
We have a U.S. account.
We have a U.S. account and I have our Canadian account. So we kind of somehow will be able to
And a virtual
move,
account.
Yeah, and a virtual account
With
with
Wise,
Wise.
right?
Yeah, we'll be able to kind of move money between those different accounts, which it might help. I hope that it does help. One of the things that I need to figure out is the data. You know, like the phone plan that we have in place in Canada. You know, the prices for those phones, you know, especially if you want to go overseas, it's quite expensive. We have to figure it out.
But we need the data because of the two-factor authentication.
Yes,
right?
we would need the data. And it's usually sometimes you try to save money, but is it really worth it?
I don't know. Might not be worth all the hassle.
Yeah, so that's what it kind of got me thinking about that. Is it really worth the hassle or not?
We
I
could just
don't
pay
know.
for one plan, right? And then use that number
Yeah.
for all of the two-factor stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of a crappy situation. So is that what you have to do right now? You have to go through and do all of your...
Well, I
Resets?
have to reset my phones. I think that you should do with yours as well, because we never know what happened. if I can give you a few tips, what are some of the tips based on what we have seen other people like that we watch online do?
Tips
What
for
would you
what?
say? To prevent, to try to avoid that. Yeah.
Not having the same password for everything. That would be a good one. Not having the same password.
Not having the same password. It's the first one. The second one is we do have a VPN
Oh yeah.
that we have on our phones. What sometimes we forget is we don't let the VPN run like 24/7.
Yeah.
There's an implication with that, which is the battery that we're gonna consume. So I don't know how secure we want it to be or not, but VPN is something else that we believe that you guys should do at home, and even especially when you are traveling overseas. You know, sometimes when you go through the airport and the airport offers like free Wi-Fi, and you just look at a bunch of different Wi-Fis and you connect to the first one, by the time that you do connect, you're allowing yourself or someone who has experience to access your data, to access your information. This is really important that you have the VPN, which even though if you do connect to the VPN from the airport, you know, not to the VPN. If you do connect to the internet from the airport, have your VPN. So this is something that might help you.
Yeah.
We do,
But that goes for everywhere, right? Like
Yeah.
anybody can rename their laptop hotspot as Starbucks Wi-Fi, right? And if you're sitting in there and you click on Starbucks Wi-Fi thinking that it's part of the company Starbucks,
yes, 100%.
and it might not. It might just
Yeah.
be somebody in there fishing for access to people's Wi-Fi, right? Or
Yeah.
their devices. So.
Good point. So have a VPN. We do have a VPN. In our case, we use NordVPN. I'm gonna link up here if you guys are interested or not in using this VPN. I mean, we like it. We share the same account.
It's cheap.
No, it's shaking. I'm sorry. It's
I'm gonna
me.
make
Yeah,
them
yeah.
sick.
I know. Sorry about that. We do have one account and we share, you know, the app. So that might be something that you wanted to consider. Another one is a password management software. We have
We have one. Do we have any passwords in it?
we do have a few.
We'll put it down below the one that we've signed up for. We
Yeah.
haven't done our switchover so that we
Yes.
have all of our passwords in one spot, but maybe this is the kick in the pants.
This is
that
the
we
kick in
need
the
to
can,
get
which
it
is
done.
with one password. We also like it. We basically, you know, they create like those strong passwords, so this is the only way that people can access and make the password difficult to remember. We also have one password. I was thinking about something else, so I do remember is when you are traveling, we have an eSIM, so that's what we used when we went to Europe a few months ago, which is Airalo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right or not, but if you want to have a quick access to the country and you don't want to expose yourself, kind of having access to the internet from the airport or hotels or whatever the case is, you can use a data plan. Airalo is the one that we used. We were happy with
Yeah,
you know,
it
the
worked well.
data. Yeah, it kind of worked quite well. And other than that, as I was saying, have accounts in different locations and you can move money from one place to another one.
Yeah,
right?
we have two different banks that we deal with currently in Canada. A new no-fee bank plus, did you say your bank?
No, I did not.
So plus one of the big 5 banks that deals with. No big secret, it's RBC, so that's not a big deal. But diversifying the banks that we deal with in case something happens, as well as we have, like Gean said, the accounts elsewhere. So we can have money different places if we get, I guess, this situation happens in the future, which might be just somewhat inevitable.
Yeah, 100%. The account that you have, you might be wondering, what account do you have in the United States? We do have with Chase. We bank with Chase in America. We also have with Chase, especially because of the credit cards that we end up getting with Chase. So that's another one. In Brazil, it's like an old account that I had and I was even living there. So it's basically if we need to transfer some money or do whatever, so we have the account there as well.
Yeah. No, that's crappy. Sorry.
Yeah. So I have to go through all of my accounts. I have to delete I'm gonna wipe it out my 2 phones, this one and this one, but before we're gonna record the video to you because some of what happens to me I don't want to happen to you. And think about, your parents, like somebody which doesn't have a lot of experience with IT, and even, some.
And I'm going to say, sorry, I interrupt Gean here, but it's funny because he works from home. He's hardly ever out anywhere. So I'm not sure where you would have picked something. If anybody was going to get hacked, I would have thought it was me because I'm all over the place and always looking to save my data. So I'm always connecting to random networks. And so I'm surprised that it's you that actually got hacked. But
one thing that kind of comes to my mind is, I don't know if you guys know that, but when you register a website, like as we do have ours, farigo.com, usually the service that you are registering your website, they ask if you want to make your information public or not. So if you do make your information public, people who has experience with all of this stuff, it is gonna show your address, it is gonna show your name and all of this information. I don't allow that on our in our websites. I always make it private, meaning that you can see the domain, but who owns the domain and all of that stuff, it's not able to. So if you didn't know that, think about it, and talk to us. You share in the comments below some of the questions that you might have.
More and more, you just have to be smart about your cybersecurity, even more so than your house and home security, right?
Yeah.
For so long, we've been so conscious of that, like shredding your personal mail and making sure your doors and everything are locked. But really, now that we spend more and more time online and signing up for random apps and things like that, you just never know who you're allowing access into your world.
If we can summarize, have the two-factor authentication in all the time. Sometimes those banks, those apps, they offer, like a notification asking if you wanted to, to allow or not. So maybe consider that as well. Try to think about, accounts in different locations, because if you are unable to, to have access from one account, you are going to have another one.
But you could probably do this as well with Wise. I think that's a really good option for people that might not be able to open an account elsewhere. At least you're able to hold money outside of a physical space, and it just lets you diversify where you have your money a little bit more. Or some of your brokerages also offer, like Wealthsimple, where considering opening a cash account with Wealthsimple that you can hold cash there, right? So just make sure you have some money in different locations in case something like this happens.
C'est la vie. It is what it is. At least we are here in Canada still and have to deal with that. We are gonna do our homework. And
he didn't give me any notice, guys. I just came home from Manila. Frumpy.
No, that's okay. She looks beautiful as always. Anyway, the video is taking too long, so we are gonna make a few edits. But before I wipe out my data on this phone, we are gonna go and release this video. We hope that you took something away from it. If you do, please give us a like, and we will see you in our next video.
Take care, guys.
Bye. Thank you. Bye. Oh, I have to come up.